Oh my god, we're all here today for Roll Again. It's the end of the chapter 1 Roll Again episode for everybody. We have oh my god, I so many people. It's not usually this many people in a Roll Again episode. We have Anthony who plays Al, Eric. Fuck off. Eric who plays Chomp.
I actually gotta go.
Alexis who plays Della.
Hello.
Hello. We have Katrina who plays Nyx. We have I felt bad as soon as I did that. We have Joe who plays Zebulon Cold Springs.
Hello.
And we have Ensemble who plays Rowan / Rowan who plays Ensemble. Listen, I have yet to do an episode of Roll Again where I start at normal, and why start that now? We have at this point recorded all of chapter 1, which is crazy because it is currently April, the end of April, but it's April, and we started playing D&D together in July, which is significant. It's a significant amount of time. I believe it's enough time for a baby to have been born.
At least one.
So if someone had a baby that was conceived when our first ever recording,
Conceived to our first ever recording. And then they played this during the birth.
Please
It's
stop.
gonna be
please stop.
This is getting weird.
what could possibly go wrong? All of us are in a chat room together.
Samson, you wanted this.
I did. And one day, little Saving Throw Society Junior out there somewhere will hear this and be proud.
Don't call them by their government name.
Oh yeah, STS for short. Hey, STS, go clean up your room. Okay, anyway, we have recorded a whole chapter. I did not know that chapter 1 was going to be 15 episodes long until we hit episode like 8 or 9, and then I was like, yeah, we can wrap this up in 15 episodes. Which is wild. So the first question I'm kind of just going to ask everybody is, how we feeling at the end of the chapter?
I feel like someone sometime in your past hurt you, Samson.
Is that
That's it.
I feel like you didn't try hard enough to kill all of Anthony's family.
Well, fun
Well,
fact,
three of my dads are dead.
I can't really kill Anthony's family in New York City because they abandoned him. Anthony's family kicked him out of their family in New York City, so I had a golden opportunity in this series. He had a loving family, especially when you consider Thorin. I was just like, well, we just gotta murk them all.
But why are both my families dead in both games then? That doesn't make sense.
Well, your uncle Lucas is still alive in
You
New York
made
City.
my little brother a tortured battery. We're talking about the wrong game.
I know. Let's talk about this game. So, in New Orleans, I gotta ask, like, how are we feeling at the end of chapter 1? Did chapter 1 go the way you thought it was going to go at all?
Nope.
No.
Yes, exactly.
No.
No. Yes, exactly. I predicted this all.
I
No,
knew
not
that
at
we were
all.
going to fuck your shit as much as we could, and we did. So I'm proud of us.
You did. I had to do some serious rewriting and changing of plot points. We still ended roughly the same as I sort of envisioned. Slightly different. It's a slightly different way to end chapter 1 than what I had originally envisioned. We still ended roughly the same. We ended on Mardi Gras, which was, again, the original intention. But like, everyone's characters developed way differently than I ever could have anticipated. Going down the line, Anthony, how do you feel like Al has changed over chapter 1?
So Al, definitely, I didn't expect to have to be as open as I've become with who my character is. by this point in time, I was not really planning on really exposing any of it.
That was kind of your fault, though,
this
wasn't
early.
it?
I actually got to blind to it.
I blame Alexis.
No!
If I didn't have to save your life because of your abusive dead boyfriend.
Listen, then you blame him, not me.
I don't know. He made some good points about how you're making him do it.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Listen,
And
if I
we're
didn't have to
canceled.
finger that button, I wouldn't have. And I would just be human Al, bartender, 20-ish of age.
In a loving relationship.
In a loving relationship. Not at all in some horrible, horrible relationship drama, along with every member of my family being dead or almost dead.
Like, I actually got to
No, you still have a sister and a mother.
I have a sister and a mother. That's right. That's half of them survived.
Well,
Yes.
like I know you're answering the question that Samson just asked, but I had a question that kind of ties into this one that you're already kind of answering.
Go
But
for
I
it.
kind of want you to go in a little bit more depth. So my question was, who was your character trying to become before life kind of forced you to head back to all of your duties? Like, what exactly did you have envisioned for your life before all that happened?
So Al left his court to basically, he was running away. He didn't have a plan. He spent years trying to convince his dad specifically to let him go to the material plane for this rite. Like, his other family members got to do it. He didn't. And coming up towards the end of that 100 years before his wedding, he finally was able to convince his dad that he should do it. And then his plan was to not look back. And, that's future Al's, job to figure out if shit hits the fan. He was just trying to get out. So he was really just literally trying to be a human. He wanted to just blend in. He wasn't going to stay in New Orleans until he basically fell for Lena. That was the first stop, and he wasn't going to stay there because that's where they knew he was going to. So he was just kind of gonna.
What city was Al shooting for?
He didn't know. He didn't know anything about really the world in the material plane. So he was gonna do whatever he could do to kind of, get a feel for it. He had his magic little fake money, so he could get by. He was gonna learn what he could and get out before. Like, he was gone so long that people came looking to just bring him home. And then when he met Lena and he decided to stay there for as long as he did, he just decided that this was his new life right now. And, whatever came of that life came of that life. So he was literally just trying to be a person in their young 20s discovering who they are in a new city. Basically, that's literally what he was. He has this long backstory dating back hundreds of years of familial abuse that he was escaping, that then turned into like my present day story is I'm just a young adult, a kid still discovering myself. And that's where we meet him, is he's still discovering himself. He's kind of got into the flow.
A young adult of
things in New
200
Orleans.
something years old.
I was just about to ask what his age actually is.
Between 200 and 300.
Okay.
Yeah. So
A
when
young
we
two to
flash
300.
I don't want to take a lot of the time right at the head of this just talking about Al, and I could, but
no, we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
But I have a question I'm gonna ask you later. Just next on my screen, Chomp. How did Chomp develop. I mean, Chomp had a big change.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Chomp. So I had personal existential crises on how to play Chomp at some points in this game with what had happened to him, with memories being stolen and seeing shit in weird pools. I actually so that was fun. He also changed subclasses at some point, which is cool.
He did.
I had fun doing it.
Chomp did change subclasses to like a modified wild magic barbarian.
Yeah, but I made it make sense in my head. I didn't just do it.
No. I know you didn't just do it for fun. Like me and you talked it out the whole time. Like, does this make sense? Yes, this makes sense.
So no one asked or anything in that role again. But my thing was, okay, Chomp was made from some Feywild magic bullshittery when the barriers broke. So what if when he goes to the Feywild, that triggers some latent magic bullshittery in him, and now he's a wild magic barbarian?
Can I actually ask, in the first episode that you ever rage and the mild magic starts, the only thing you said is that an aura of magic appeared. What was the actual effect that was happening?
I believe it was just a buff to my AC.
Oh, okay.
But
like,
I don't think I got
you
hit.
never said what happened, and I was like, what is happening? What?
Oh, because I never got hit. But
Mm.
I'm pulling up the table. I think I rolled a 14. Nope, I didn't. That's not the thing that happened. Yeah, so I rolled a 4. That's what it was. Arcane energy enshrouds you until your rage ends. You gain a +2 bonus to AC, and whenever a creature within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack, that creature takes force damage equal to 2 times your rage damage.
Oh,
But I
that's
think I got
actually
hit.
like you got hit by psychic damage.
I don't know if that would have counted then.
No, because you got hit by like
Yeah.
the weird Glimmer Stalker attack stuff. going
Yeah,
on.
so I don't think I brought it up because it didn't make sense. But if somebody actually hit me or tried to hit me, it would have made sense. But it was just a fun flavor thing for the battle. And now Chomp's different and weird and does magic.
Sort of.
I
Next,
tried to bring that up. Like, hey, I feel weird and tingly and different. What's happening to me? So, but
next on my screen, I have Alexis Della. How did Della change throughout? Well, Della changed a lot. How did Della change both like physically and also just her perspective of the world over the course of chapter 1?
Well, I think she became a little angrier, a little less controlled. I think at the beginning she was very like controlled, a lot quieter, because that was kind of her comfort zone. And I think by the last episode, she kind of just started kind of having enough, just because she had been through so much. And physically, I don't know how she would have changed physically other than just sort of just putting herself in situations physically rather than sort of slinking into the background. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think she's starting to become, I think we're seeing her starting to become more vocal. You know, I wouldn't say that she's necessarily confident in her abilities or anything yet, but I think we're starting to see like seeds of that, you know, starting to like sprout at this time.
My favorite moment of recent Della was you punching Al in the face and dealing no damage.
There was
She
a
has
lot of
no
emotional
practice,
damage.
okay?
Dealing
There was
no
a lot
damage.
of emotional damage. Okay.
She has no practice.
When you said you had a negative modifier and Anthony joked that he healed, I actually almost anticipated that as Della took damage from doing the punch. Like maybe she like held her thumb inside her fist or something.
Probably, she probably did.
It's like something like that where Della deals herself the damage she would have dealt Al.
Broke her own hand.
Della storms off and has to relocate her thumb.
Moving down, Katrina, how did Nyx was out for a lot of this season? How did Onyx and Nyx sort of develop throughout the season?
I definitely played a lot more Nyx than I was expecting to. Especially in the Feywild, I feel like I was mostly Nyx and only Onyx towards the very end of that.
Well, Onyx's shit got fucked before the Feywilds.
Exactly, which I don't mind. I thought it was very cool. I think their growth has been pretty good. I like that there's still a secret side to the character that is yet to be discovered, and that adds the mystery and the allure to the character. And I think that Onyx and Nyx as individuals have gotten closer.
I think that they've made amends on a lot of the stuff that separated them, which is very cool. I wanted to ask, so Paladin, very much a staple D&D class. Illrigger is brand new. How has playing, I don't think also anyone's, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I've yet to see an actual play where anyone played it as an Illrigger, which makes you a pioneer. But more than that, how is playing that class that has no history? It's brand new.
It's really fun. For your campaign, being a paladin is just so much more helpful in terms of like the light magic and what the paladin can offer. But I really like playing the Illrigger. I like the seals that you can do. The level ups for the character are super cool, so I'm excited to continue to level up. And I think it's just so dark that it just goes so well. Nitty gritty.
Moving on to, I've talked to, so I talk to a lot of people who listen to our podcast. They either message me on TikTok or I read messages and comments on Instagram, or people that I know from my life listen to it, or people that I know from like back when I was in Texas listen to it. So I've talked to like tons of people that listen to it, and consistently the most popular character is Zebulon Cold Springs.
Actually got a
the most beloved character is Zebulon Cold Springs. Joe, how do you feel that Zeb has changed from episode 1 to episode 15?
Well, he's put on, 20 pounds of muscle.
I actually got
he's got that epic scar down his chest, because he's just fucking jacked as shit now and he's badass.
And he had that heart surgery.
Yeah, exactly.
He had open heart surgery, he had a heart attack.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked. I think so when I was trying to play Zeb, and the way that I'm trying to play him is like an 8-year-old that's in like a 24-year-old's body. He's like got that youthful innocence, I guess. And just like a desire to like want to be liked and like kind of prove himself, I guess. And I think over the first chunk of time, it's kind of like the loss of innocence, or like the, that like youthful demeanor is starting to kind of melt away into this kind of grittier persona that I think is, you can tangibly see it by like the loss of his shadow, I think is like kind of like the big turning point. And we haven't really done a ton of like actual ramifications of that yet, but I know that those things are probably 100%. Coming down the line.
Yeah.
But I think just the situations that have presented themselves have like, caused him to do things that he never had to do, and kind of change, kind of like take away some of that sparkle from his eye. And so I feel like that this first chapter has been like, that initial like realization of like, oh fuck, this is some shit. And then now we're going to start wading in and kind of dealing with the consequences of that.
I believe for anyone who's been caring, I believe Zeb's kill count, I did the math before we came into this episode. I believe Zeb's kill count is just shy of 10. I believe it's 9. Which in the span of like 3 days, going from being a bartender to being what would be considered a mass murderer. Moving on to Ensemble. Rowan, how do you feel that Ensemble has changed from the start? I feel like most of Ensemble's growth happened in the last 2 episodes. How do you feel that Ensemble has developed or changed since episode 1? You got a whole different name at the start of episode 1.
I had a whole different name. I started out in an organ and then a vacuum, and then now I'm in a bunch of instruments.
How do you feel that the character has grown or changed through the course, other than physical changes? Because obviously there's been many physical changes.
Right.
Really glad the vacuum didn't last that long because that character really sucked.
I'm cutting all of that out.
Starting out, Ensemble didn't really even know who they were, right? For most of it, they were just kind of trying to get away, right? The whole goal was just get away. But now I actually have more of like a purpose. I found Amandine. I have like a goal now.
So before episode 15, I kind of told you that you were going to have to make a really big decision in episode 15 based off of the literally the night before flashback that occurred. And I had 2 pre-written, like, if Ensemble chooses to tell everyone Amandine's plan, this is the way we're going to go. And if Ensemble chooses to not tell everyone Amandine's plan and just go rogue, this is the way it's going to go. When that played out and Amandine said, will you help me do this giant fucking kamikaze? What was running through your head?
Oh, do anything she says. Do whatever she says outside of like actually hurting, like truly hurting my friends.
And you got to use this brand new ability, your sonic cannon.
Big old sonic boom. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a trumpet on my arm, big sonic boom cannon. It was very fun. Very fun to use.
and it was really a sort of game-changing, like actual game-changing, not like the metaphorical, that's a game-changer, but the actual game-changing mechanic that kind of altered the way episode 15 played out and the end of the arc played out. And it's just very interesting because, like, Ensemble was fairly shy most of the campaign, and I feel like you played it that way on purpose. And then I feel like you were offered the chance for retribution at the very end and took it with a boom.
Absolutely, with a swiftness.
With a swiftness, must make up for all the things. Ensemble is one of is also another fan favorite character. When people really like the idea of Ensemble as this sort of redeeming themselves kind of thing. And then the other character that people keep coming back to, they really like Chomp because they just like big fucking gator man that eats people. They just like a big fucking gator man that eats people.
They just like that I can do the weird voice thingy.
Sound like this whenever I want to, and it's different and fun.
I actually got.
Now show everyone at home what it sounds like when you're doing the voice, but without the changer.
Oh. I gotta think about it and hit the button like mid-sentence then. Name is Chomp and I'm like this. Blah, 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 blah.
I didn't know that's what it sounded like. That's awesome.
I love it.
If I just hit the button and talk.
You sound like this and it. Oh shit, that doesn't sound that different.
And this is when Eric realizes he's been doing this stupid voice for no reason.
Oh shit.
Can you sing Kiss from a Rose as Chomp?
I was psyched for that for a second. Can you sing Unwritten as Chomp?
Okay, Patreon tiers. Let's save some of it for Patreon.
I know
Staring at the play pit. I can't sing it because we'll get censored. We'll get censored. And stop.
That was so good.
I have questions. I have fun ones and then I have serious ones. Which ones do you guys want?
Yeah,
All
I
of
actually
them.
got
Yo.
Okay. So, and anybody can jump in. I don't know if we're allowed to ask these kinds of questions. So, Samson, you can let us know if
Sure.
we're allowed to. And you answer these as your character, of course. But what is your character's like most irrational fear?
Irrational fear.
Yeah.
Chomp is scared of thunderstorms.
Aww.
I knew that. I actually
Okay.
knew that one. It's in your backstory. Chomp is terrified of thunderstorms.
Interesting.
I texted you that specifically. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Chomp is terrified of thunderstorms. Chomp's whole murder scene happened during Hurricane Katrina, where he found all the dead bodies. It's just like schismed into his psyche.
That makes a whole lot of sense.
I don't think Al has an irrational fear. I think a lot of his fears have been ingrained in him by a form of emotional abuse. So I think for the most part, he is pretty rational in his fears. Definitely when you first see his flashback when he meets his wife for the first time when they get engaged.
Hmm.
He had a lot of social anxiety because he didn't want to act in a way that would get him in trouble. So those social fears are his fears, at least when it comes to being on his home ground.
Okay.
See, Katrina's
How about Della?
thinking so hard.
What's Della's
What about
irrational
Della?
fear?
What's Della's irrational fear? Is it dead boyfriends?
Well, now. But I think that's very rational, actually. I don't think she has any
pickles?
irrational ones.
Is she
It's
afraid of pickles?
Yeah, it's pickles. It's for sure pickles. It's the pickle priest specifically. No, I don't think she has any. She's a very practical person.
Does anyone else have one ready to go? I have one for JJ. I actually have JJ's irrational fear, which won't
Ooh,
help
what
you.
is it?
Won't help you guys.
Is it
beat
car
him.
accidents?
No.
Damn it, you took.
JJ's irrational fear is
Alive girlfriends?
No, JJ's irrational fear, and I always for significant NPCs, I always develop them out into as like real and as significant a player character as possible.
Can I make a real
actually-
guess?
Yeah, take a real guess.
Is it his actual parents' disapproval?
That's close.
Hey.
JJ's actual fear is that all of this that he is doing will have been for nothing, and he will never get the love of his family.
I mean, he's not. He's a dick. His family's
Yeah,
going to see
he
that and be
literally
like, the fuck
doesn't
is
even
wrong with
deserve
you?
it. Yeah, he kind of sucks.
Am I JJ? Wait, did I say that out loud?
Yeah. Joe, what's Zeb's irrational fear?
I mean,
Alligators?
yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't have one off the cuff, but I think that would be a good challenge is for me to come up with one and then have it naturally occur.
Buying
in
a
future
nice hat filled with vanilla ice cream and it melting before you get to your seat.
That's just disappointment. I mean, I think Zeb he fears failure, you know?
As
But
we all
I don't
do.
think I don't think that's, I mean, that's
I think it's pretty irrational
because
because I think Zeb is a pretty successful guy. So I think the fear of failure is pretty irrational for someone like Zeb.
yeah, but he did poop his pants, so.
That's true.
How far
It's
Zeb has
like-
come from pooping his pants? That's crazy.
How far are you what?
I knew that. I knew that was going to happen.
Katrina, do you have one for Onyx or Nyx? Either or both.
So I think Onyx and Nyx are both scared of the dark and they're claustrophobic. Nyx is scared of clowns. And Onyx is scared of spiders.
Interesting.
Okay.
Very interesting.
So a spider clown could just take you out.
Yeah, just kill me.
Well, now,
honestly.
way to tell Sam that. Because
Just,
Samson is
just
furiously
furiously
taking
writing
notes.
down in my notebook, spider clown.
Spider clown.
Ensemble. Does Ensemble have one?
So I don't think he currently has it, but like if he saw if they saw a squid, there's no way. There's no way. No. They hate squids for sure. I've never met one, but they for sure hate squids.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I think Alexis has a whole bunch of questions, so let's see if does anyone else have a question before we go on to either mine or next. Zeb, Joe.
So if you were stuck on a deserted island that you couldn't swim away from, and you are yourself, which character would you want to be stuck on the island with, and why?
Oh,
Chomp.
Chomp can swim.
Chomp could hunt. Chomp could swim.
Yeah,
And you
I
can't just teleport away.
but
Has anyone seen the movie Swiss Army Man?
Yes.
Yes.
Great movie.
That is such a good movie.
Fantastic movie.
Chomp is the living embodiment of Swiss Army Man because Chomp could do literally anything that you need to.
I feel like I need to watch this movie now.
It's so good.
It's a really
Yeah.
good one.
Daniel Radcliffe plays a dead body on an island with.
You know, my wife just sent me a thing about this. Does he fart and he's a jet ski?
Yes.
Yes.
He's a motorboat.
Okay,
Oh my
yeah, no,
God.
I need to watch this movie.
It's so good. It's
Yeah.
a good movie. Now I feel like everyone's answer is just gonna be Chomp because Chomp could swim them off
No,
the
I-
island.
I already took that answer. No one else can take
that was
Chomp.
that was my first thought too.
I think I'm thinking a little too outside the box, but I think I'm taking Samson, the DM god.
That's actually the
I
right answer.
am Grandma Letty, or Grandma JJ.
If I can't pick myself, then I'd probably pick Al because when I do something stupid and hurt myself, he can heal me.
Gotcha. Solid.
Nice. Oh, someone wants me.
I just want you for your power.
That's fine. Someone wants me.
Katrina, do you have one, or do you want to just say Chomp because that's the easy answer?
I think I'd go with Ensemble.
Ensemble.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be really fun.
It would be a good time for sure.
Oh, wait, yeah, he can heal too, and then I don't have to deal with Al. I changed my answer
I
now.
don't have
I can
Ensemble
do
doesn't
that,
have to.
so
Ensemble doesn't have to eat some more food.
Katrina
for
has
you.
that magical touch where she just touches herself and then she feels better. Listen, Leon
I can
Hands is
spiral off
Leon
that.
Hands is one of the dirtiest skill abilities when you think about it.
Yeah, I just cast Lay on Finger.
And then you have the reversal of Lay on Hands, which is Inflict Wounds, which is the bad touch, where you just touch someone and they take 4d6 necrotic damage.
I thought that was called The Stranger.
when we're thinking about how the merge between the Spooky World and New Orleans kind of merged together,
Feywilds.
yes. Where
I want to say there's a spooky world. Can we play in that one next?
what do these portals look like? And in the Feywilds, where exactly do you, like, if you were a human to enter into the Feywilds through these portals, where would you show up at?
So, and this is actually a huge lore question, and I'm gonna go into it as far as I can.
That's what she said.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna touch on it in as much detail as I can.
Yeah, you are.
Oh my God, shut up. I'm gonna talk about it in as much detail as I can without ruining anything.
you are.
Yeah, you will. Without ruining anything for chapter 2. There are several fixed points in the Feywilds that have these portals as well. Usually outside bodies of water, just like they are outside major bodies of water in the material plane. Something I've actually found interesting in both this campaign and New York City is no one has actually questioned why these portals are surrounding bodies of water at all. One person in New York City was very concerned about the water aspect, but she no longer plays in the campaign, so that went out the window. But they also form in bodies of water. We've only talked about in campaign a couple of the permanent portals. There's other ways to get to and from the material plane. As Al fingered a button and got there. There's other ways to do it, but most of them are by bodies of water. I can talk about one that has come up organically in New York City. There is a large lake that you come out of in the Sealy Court outside of a shop of a badger person who runs a shop of mostly useless items that he claims are very useful. And he's very much made his shop into a tourist trap where people that visit from the material plane go to his shop and they think they're getting really magical items and they don't do the things they're supposed to do at all. So he has set up shop. He makes a profit. Feywild's money doesn't really translate the same way. That they don't really care about money. They care about other stuff. People in the New York City campaign sort of traded away memories or secrets or aspects of their personalities for his useless items. But it's mostly the portals appear surrounded by bodies of water. In Lighthouse at the End of the World, the portal is on the beach of the Bering Strait. In New York City, the portal is in the port of New York City by all the loading docks and everything for the shipyards. In New Orleans, the portal is by the Delta. There's also a secondary, less commonly thought of portal in New Orleans that is further up the river, the Mississippi River, inland from the ocean. That's when Al came out of. But the main one is by the Delta. There are portals in most major port cities. It's something to do with the water. I'm not going to say what, because I just don't want to ruin that yet. I don't want to ruin that yet. But what do the portals look like? They kind of look like, if you ever look at the air above hot pavement on a really hot day, and you see that sort of shimmer where nothing really looks straight, it all looks curvy and wispy. And they sort of give you that kind of mirror-esque effect, warped mirror-esque effect, where you're looking and everything's kind of wavy. Except that there's a clear definition surrounding the portal, so that they're mostly sort of ovally tall circle-shaped kind of things.
I kind of always envisioned like Stargate.
It's not quite what I envisioned, but everyone should. This is a fictional D&D game. Everyone should envision what they want. But if you want a definition of what I envisioned, it is this sort of wispy, not quite right area.
I think you're both right.
I think it was wrong.
In New York, we had to try to sneak through a portal, and it was being heavily monitored and like studied. I pictured that as having like some type of sciencey thing around it, measuring.
It had science,
and that is definitely more Stargatey.
It had
as
sort of a
to
perimeter,
like the wild ones.
It had sort of a perimeter built around it vertically.
Right.
So that is kind of that along the Stargate lines. The portal that Al came through does not have that built around it. It more has a giant white science tent sort of built around it, and there's sensors taking readings and all that stuff. The portal by the Delta is more similar to the portal in the harbor of New York. It is very much a tourist destination, but you do need to have a visa given to you by Jazz to get through.
What did the portal in Munich, Germany look like?
That portal was basically cordoned off heavily. It's not. This was way is Hamburg. It was way before the idea, even the thought of going there for fun was a thing. This was more still a spooky, scary place that Fey creatures and monsters passed through, and everyone kind of looked down on them. And humans very rarely crossed over the other edge unless they were doing something illicit, like dealing with the syndicate stuff. So what it looked like was a heavily guarded, heavily armed kind of area. It still had that wispy, shimmery kind of aspect, but it was more soldiers than scientists at that portal in Humber.
So I kind of have a question about one of the relationship to the Thorns of the Ancient Seal thing that we did, which that's public, right? We could talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of that, there's a tree, and the tree, from what I remember and understand, the tree, something happens with the tree, and the holes in the ground, and the green grass grows all around.
Yeah.
And the green grass grows all around. So anyways, the tree, something happens to the tree, and then that's like maybe the initial barrier breaking, or kind of something dispelling the magic. So this, to me, implies that there is a greater power that set that ruin in the first place. So, or set the barriers in the first place. What can you tell me about that power?
So, to understand the tree, you have to understand how root systems work for very, very old trees. And we're talking this tree, in this universe, there are certain trees that are considered the first trees. This tree is one of those. This tree is millennia old, kind of thing.
And Alexis shot it.
Alexis did shoot it. This tree, so there was a whole sequence of events that did not play out in the Thorns of the Ancient Seal one shot, where you were going to find the labs of the humans that were messing with Feywild stuff. And part of that was messing with the root systems of this tree. The tree, those root systems go across the whole world, connected to these portals and connected to other trees that are connected to these other portals. And by destroying the tree, those root systems ripped open the portals in those points. There is an equally severe thing that was happening in the Feywilds during the same point that we maybe one day we'll have a Feywilds one shot where we talk about high court Feywilds bullshit that was happening with the Great War that took place. But that's I'm not going to get into that because I just don't want to ruin any of that stuff. But yeah, it's got to do with the tree root systems and how they intermix with the other first trees of this plane of existence. Also has something to do with the forest of sentient trees that Alexis's character went into in the Della Alone episode, but we didn't really get much into the details of the sentient trees, more than they were just trying to kill Della and Lena and Drift.
Good answer, Samson.
I have a question. I haven't asked a question in a little bit. There is going to be a time jump between Chapter 1 and Chapter 2.
How many years? How many months?
It's going to be,
how many weeks?
It's
how
going to
many
be
days?
1 year. A 1 year time jump between Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. I will give you all, in the next coming weeks, a sort of big word vomit of information of what has happened in the world during that year, with some details as to what has happened to your group. However, it is going to really be up to you guys to basically write new backstories for that year of what happened during that year of time. There's also going to be a level jump. You will each be gaining 3 levels, and those three levels will be, you might multi-class, you might not multi-class. There's going to be new abilities, different feats, etc. that are going to happen, and you're going to have to come up with a whole lot of stuff. So just curious, and this is obviously on the fly because I'm just telling you this now. Is anyone planning on multi-classing that has not already multi-classed?
Yeah, Chomp's gonna be a wizard.
Yo, wizard, Chompy.
So our multi-classes that we have currently are Joe, who is multi-classed rogue with the actual gunslinger class, not the gunslinger subclass for fighter, but the actual class that is gunslinger itself. And we have ensemble is sorcerer bard. Is anyone else going to take levels of anything else, or is anyone going to expand on one of their multi-classes a little bit more than anything else? Does anyone have any idea? Nope, just full cleric.
Full cleric.
I don't think so.
Ensemble, are you going more
I'm
bard?
just pushing bard. I think I'm just pushing bard.
Pushing bard. I think, Joe, you had said you were going to sink more levels into gunslinger.
Yeah, and I've now that you're saying what's going to happen, I've already got some ideas of how to narratively fit that in.
How many people is Zeb going to kill in that 1 year gap?
Oh, so many.
Because if
I'm
it's
feeling
like
so many.
9 in like
Yeah, let's
2
extrapolate.
days.
It's all the rats.
Zeb's
He's just
going
shooting
full.
rats.
Zeb's going full Ronin, just becoming what happened to Hawkeye in the Marvel universe. Just full Ronin, murdering everyone.
I would like to picture it as Raph from TMNT.
Oh, that
instead
Ronin?
of-
That Ronin? Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah, 100%. Hell yeah.
Zeb's going to try to grow a mustache.
Can Zeb grow a
It's
mustache?
not going to come in well at
It's
all.
gonna be patchy as fuck, man.
Zeb,
I'll
Zeb
roll
tries to grow a
I'm going
mustache.
to roll for a mustache. Hold on.
Zeb-
Hold on. I'm rolling for mustache. That's a 3.
So basically what happens is Zeb tries to grow a mustache and it comes in like the Charlie Chaplin mustache, but he can't wear that for obvious reasons.
Hmm. Okay, I'm going to roll again. Damn it, that's another 3.
What dice is that?
It's meant to be.
This is my... this is one of the mystery dice. I think this is the one that...
Throw that one
sits
away.
inside.
You should have used the 1985 games dice.
It's not the 1985 dice.
Is Della going to multi-class at all, do you think?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
What about Onyx or Nyx?
I don't know. I'd have to look
Yeah.
at what multi-class would go with an Illrigger.
I think Onyx should multi-class as an Illrigger, and Nick should multi-class as a Paladin.
That actually would be very funny. That's a good idea.
That would be funny. You could be Oathbreaker Paladin, which is basically the Paladin that hates Paladins. That'd be funny. So no one's multi-classing really, except for the people that are already multi-classing, is what it seems like, which is fun. And yeah, I know I just dumped on you that, hey, you're going to take 3 more levels over the next year, and a year of time is going to pass. Lena's not in multi-class either. She's going to remain all astral monk all the way. That's what Lena is, by the way. She's an astral monk. With her, she gets extra hands soon, so that's fun.
She's going to grow extra hands.
She gets
That's
like
very exciting
psychic
for Al.
hands. She gets like projected hands that come out of her chest. So Al, you got to start thinking about how to use those hands.
Her and I are
Yeah.
not
What those
really
hands
much
do.
anymore. Like I'm married, and she told me to fuck off.
That's
Like,
true. Well, more hands to hit Al in the face with. Let's go to.
Although a lot could happen in a year. You don't know.
A lot could happen.
Oh, we
here.
know.
Yeah, I mean, Zeb's growing a mustache, so...
Oh,
Chump's a
shout out to
wizard
everyone at
now.
home. I'm wearing my Zeb hat. This is my Baby Cakes hat that I got specifically because Baby Cakes is a real team. In case people thought we made that up for this game, they exist. They don't exist anymore. Unfortunately, Baby Cakes folded. But at one point, they were a real minor league baseball team in New Orleans. I think Joe needs a Baby Cakes hat, but that's a whole other story.
It really sucks we'll never get that sponsorship now.
Imagine if we got a Baby Cake sponsorship. Oh, that'd be sick. We'd all
I'm gonna
get.
start
We'd
a
all
petition to
have
bring Baby
baseball
Cakes
helmets
back.
with ice cream in them.
I've got 3 now.
Let's go to who's got like a fun question.
Alexis with her fun questions.
Let's see. So I've got this one. What's something you're weirdly good at that hasn't come up yet?
I have an answer for this that Anthony yelled at me about before because I forgot when I did character creation. Chomp can play the banjo. So during
awesome.
character creation, you had to pick an instrument you're good at. So I'm thinking, well, I'm in like the boonies of New Orleans. What should I play? And my mind went to Deliverance. So I'm like, is there a banjo on this list? I'm like, nope, there's a lute. So I'm picking lute, but it's definitely a banjo.
That makes sense. I like that.
That's great.
That's awesome.
So there you
Maybe
go.
Chomp will dip into Bard.
Well, hold on, what?
Ew, Bard, who the fuck would play that?
No,
Hey,
that
hey!
that face because Chomp's charisma is a 10.
Mm.
We can fix that.
What else is people?
But you could be playing that banjo.
Well, you're gonna get at least one more feat in the next year, so maybe you could get 2 more points into charisma, and then you have a +1.
But then where will all my wizard levels go?
What's Anthony?
I don't know if it counts as weirdly good at, but Al really likes animals, and I had this whole thing as a potential part of my backstory where I befriend stray cats. So there's just me in the middle of the night, 2, 3 a.m. in New Orleans, just hanging out with stray cats.
Al is so weird. Can I just say that Al is so weird and a little bit creepy? I'm not gonna lie.
Al's just a cat lady now.
Hey, I didn't kill my boyfriend.
Listen, he deserved it. He had it coming.
Shout out to Mike Kick Thompson. Al is his favorite character just because he loves Anthony Corletto.
Yep. I've got some messages from him from today because he listened to the new episode, and he's just like, "It was so good. You're awesome in it. Oh my god, it was so deep." And then Zeb and Chomp just come in and lighten it up a bit, and then it gets dark again.
one of our friends from when we used to play in the New York punk scene in the 2010s is really into the podcast. Really into it, messages. He's gonna hear this. He really likes Al, and he really likes Chomp. He likes Chomp because Big Gator Man Smash. That's what he said. He wants an action figure of Chomp. He wants us to make action figures of Chomp.
I'm down for that.
Katrina, what's Onyx weirdly good at?
Onyx likes to bake. She can make a really good sourdough.
Can Onyx be your character on Baker's Charge?
You want her to be?
And I don't care. You do what you want to do. That'd be funny. That's what Onyx did during her year of time where she's on the run. Is she went on the Great British Bake Off.
She just cultivated her sourdough starter and kept it alive.
What is Zeb
we definitely
weirdly
left
good
a
at?
sourdough starter in my fridge.
Wait, hold on. We went over Onyx. What is Nyx really good
What's
at?
Nyx really good at?
Legos.
Legos.
That's awesome.
Legos. What is Zeb weirdly good at?
Zeb can name every preposition in under 60 seconds.
And go.
Aboard, about, above, across, after, against, along, alongside, amid, among, around, at, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, but, except, by, concerning, down, during, except, but, for, from, inside, and to, out, outside, over, around, since, through, throughout, to, toward, under, until, up, with.
I didn't know there was that
Amazing.
many. Holy shit.
What just happened?
I had to memorize that in 7th grade,
That was
and it stuck with
that
me.
was impressive.
There's a
I
song
remember
that goes
shit
along
from
with it.
7th grade.
That was impressive.
That was fantastic. Holy shit.
Thanks. That's
Now,
actually a joke,
Rowan
fun
has to
fact.
follow that up with what's Ensemble weirdly good at? And if it's not as cool as that, it's too bad.
Oh,
If it's not as cool as that, you have to
really
leave the
not.
Whatever you
podcast.
say in real life now.
I think Ensemble's good at Jenga.
Does Ensemble know what Jenga is?
Just the little trombone slide just like pushes the pieces out.
He's just a little guy.
But ensemble. Okay, first of all, little ensemble is 6'9".
Yeah, ensemble. I don't think we've established how big ensemble is. Ensemble
Very
is
tall.
like just
Very
shy
tall.
of 7 feet tall.
Just a little feller.
He's just a little guy.
Little fella energy for sure.
Well, that was a fun question. What's Della weirdly good at? We didn't say.
I feel like Della would be like secretly weirdly good at like some obscure sport or something that she probably got forced into playing when she was younger. I don't know.
Just field hockey.
Field hockey.
I was,
I was about to say field hockey.
I
We'll
was
go with
thinking
field
lacrosse.
hockey then. We'll go with that one.
just
It was either be field hockey or rugby.
not
We'll go
with a
with field
negative
hockey.
not with a negative modifier on strength.
I don't know her stats. I'm just thinking of the weird, obscure sports that people played in high school.
I have a fun question. Well, it's not actually a fun question. It's more of a. I'm just curious. What was I feel like everyone has, and then you might share this with some other people. At what point, what moment during the story did you realize this was not the story you thought it was going to be?
When you started killing my family, Samson.
Was that really your answer?
Yes and no. So there was a point in time, and I think I said this in Roll Again. I forget which episode. But I had talked about how I thought this game was going to be a lot more like paranormal, like with the ghosts, the hangmen and stuff like that, and that it took more of a sci-fi turn than a like spooky paranormal turn. And I guess it was more so like the reveals of the science aspect of it that really started, changing my idea of what the game itself is. Knowing you and playing with you in New York, I knew how dark we could get. So, I was definitely bracing myself for having a whole alive family for things to happen. So that wasn't actually my turning point, but it was definitely the more like science stuff going on. Because we live in New Orleans, and New Orleans is spooky. So the idea of having the ghosts and stuff made sense. And it's like, oh no, they are created by this, and this for this reason. And it just became more of that science fiction aspect than horror movie.
Does anyone else have a different moment where they're like, this is not the story I thought we were going to be telling?
I think right from the very beginning, because it was like New Orleans, so I don't know. I guess I just didn't have any expectations at all as to what it was going to be.
Joe thought he was going to be a bartender for like...
Oh yeah, I mean, I thought,
years.
I was going to roll for cleaning the glasses or something. I don't know. But like, you like pitch the idea, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, let's start. And then it's like, and then you like said some ominous shit, and I was like, what? This isn't New Orleans, And then there was a vacuum, and then all of a sudden there was jazz, and I was like, okay, this is more what I was expecting, but it just was kind of going all over the place. So I was pretty, grabbed me from the start for sure.
Cool. Anyone else have a different moment where they were like, why, what is happening?
I don't know if it's like more of, it's not the game I thought we were playing, because I tried not to come in with any preconceived notions of the bullshit that goes on in your head. But I'm more like, who's the bad guy? Because I'm like,
It's
okay.
Samson.
Yes.
Okay, that was my mistake the whole time. But I'm like, because I'm like, okay, at first it's the Hangman. Okay, the Hangman is going to be the BBEJ. Oh, fuck, wait, no. JJ. Okay, fine. JJ's the BBEJ. And then we go to the Feywild, and oh, wait, no, it's the Severed again is the BBEJ. So who's the BBEG?
And then Zane too.
And then he's part of
that. Was probably
the Syndicate
I think
is part.
seeing when we recorded that scene, the post-credit scene, that at this point no one has actually still heard yet, except for Joe, because we have not edited all the episodes. There are 2 or 3 scenes that not everyone has heard yet that will fill in some of those pieces. But when we recorded the post-credit scene with Joe, just watching your face when you realized that Zane was an evil person was so crazy. Because I think you had like these wonderful flashbacks with Zane just being like the best relative, and then just realizing that he was so fucked. There's 2 Zane scenes that are not, that Joe knows one of them and Anthony knows the other. Anthony was in a Zane scene that was pre-recorded that no one else has heard. But Anthony did not play Al in that scene with Zane.
Nope.
And I know who he plays, but I won't say it. But it sounds a lot like Al.
It does. It does sound a lot like, we can say it. It's fine because the episodes will premiere. They've been recorded at this point. By the time everyone hears episode,
that's the intro to episode 15. What we were
the intro to episode 15 when Cal, Anthony's character from Thorns of the Ancient Seal, appoints Zane as the leader of the New Orleans Syndicate. Oh, Katrina's putting the pieces together. And now we all get a piece into how my mind works as millions of puzzle pieces slowly fit together. No, it was there are like 2 or 3 pivotal moments in this campaign where it was really fun to play them, and I just watched all your faces like go like, huh? The moment that Della at the end of episode 1 sees the spirit of the guy that Katrina ripped in half, was fun. The moment that JJ flips and is evil, that was a fun one. And the moment when it is discovered that Al is not only the heir to a court, but is engaged to be married.
On this episode of Cheaters.
It's like the Jerry Springer show Feywilds edition.
It's not
that should be a
cheating if
one-shot
you're in
we
different
play.
Dimensions.
It's like the ultimate zip code rule.
Anthony, I thought you had some questions.
They haven't come up organically, but that's fine. This is it's not so much for Katrina, because I don't think Katrina, you know. But Samson, I've had theories about who the mystery person in Onyx and Nyx's mind is. It's her mom, right? She Voldemorted her, and that's like the little like part of her mom's soul in there. Yep, got it.
Yeah. So that's Sam face trying to deflect.
I was trying to come up with an answer that wouldn't spoil that. Yes, it is 100% a piece of her mom's psyche that is currently inhabiting Onyx's body.
That was my big Katrina question that I've had for months, actually, ever since that episode where it's just like, oh, you see a third shadow in your mind, and I'm just like, it's gonna be fucking mom. It's her mom. She used magic to split the personality and is hiding in there. It's her fucking mom.
I thought at one because I thought it was that too, because I thought at one point you had rolled high enough perception where you thought you saw your mom.
Mm-hmm.
So then that leads me to Katrina. Have you realized in game, in like your character, has Onyx or Nyx realized that your mom's riding along too?
No. Nyx knows that there's somebody else, but doesn't know who. Onyx has no idea. Anytime this like third personality comes out, Onyx is mostly knocked the fuck out or just has no idea of what's going on. Nyx basically shares a room next to this personality. So she knows there's somebody but doesn't know who, and she knows that she's scared of whoever is next door.
So it's like in Split, you've got like the Beast in there, and everyone's just like, the Beast exists, and they're just like, no, it's a fucking myth. My mom's not in here.
Yeah, when me and Katrina figured this out, that there was going to be a third entity, Onyx is not aware of it at all. Onyx actively will, one, refuse to admit that there is a third being if Onyx is aware of it, but two, can't physically handle the thought process of there being a third one. Nyx is physically and emotionally and psychologically terrified. That moment where, how much do I want to say? Nyx was never supposed to exist. When Onyx's mom, who we still haven't said her name, and we're not going to in this episode either, when Onyx's mom cast the spell, the offensive magic, on Onyx's body, that was making a sort of shard of her soul spear into Onyx. And Onyx's self-defense mechanism was to take that and shatter a part of Onyx's own soul into Nyx. So Nyx was never supposed to exist. That was Onyx's defense mechanism against this. Probably being possible to happen because Onyx is her daughter. And this is magic unique to Onyx's mother that has this ability to do this. The whole reason... Does anyone have any ideas why Onyx's mom ever enchanted Onyx's father? Has anyone ever thought about that?
Well, Onyx's father is related to Della.
No.
So, yep, no, did we already discuss it in like 14? That's
nope,
true.
That's not true, but okay.
So I think he was just a super handsome boy who also is one of those guardians of the barrier.
So the guardian thing is the important part. The guardian thing is the important part.
Della's grandma, guardian. Onyx's dad's just Della's uncle, guardian. Onyx is cousins with Della, and they're going to be the new guardians.
Parts of that is true. Parts of that is nonsense.
The cousin part is true, yeah.
The cousin part is true. No, it was definitely, she captured Onyx's dad because she realized his bloodline. And wanted to essentially create a vessel that she could become that had that bloodline as a part of it. So Onyx's whole purpose into existing was not to exist and to be a future house for the spirit of Onyx's mother.
She really did that a fucked up way. She should have just gave Onyx a really nice life and then just killed her and took over. Like, that would have been the smart thing. Like, that's how you do it.
I think when we were discussing Onyx's childhood, Onyx had to be scared and small and hurt for Onyx's mother to remain powerful.
Now, is that a actual like power, or is that like a like psychological?
That's psychological.
I feel, yeah. So she just has her own issues.
Well,
where she needed to feel powerful, not actually be powerful. In
the
moments.
truth of the matter was that Onyx, having her mother's bloodline and having the bloodline of the Guardians of a Material Plane Port City, means that Onyx can ultimately become insanely more powerful than Onyx's mother could ever be, having both sets of magic. So she had to keep her small in order to sort of gain that upper hand.
I get what you're saying. I still think Onyx's mom as a person played her hand wrong.
That's fine.
And I would have done it differently. I would have done it differently and had a body for myself. Huh?
That's fine.
What, Katrina?
Let's go.
I'm just offended.
Either Rowan or Cha or Eric, do you have any questions that you are burning to ask somebody about something or me about something? It's okay if the answer is no.
I was hoping I would think of something, but no, I don't. Anything.
Well, I guess we're going to Alexis's list of questions.
I'll come up with something.
Maybe
End
I'll
of the
think of
episode.
something. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
think of something. But for now, no.
I have a question. And this one is for Ensemble.
Oh.
So I would like to know, because you're kind of like a very observant character within the group, I would like to know which party member that your character, that Ensemble, trusts the most, and which character do you trust the least? And why?
I think I've spent more time with Al, so I think I probably trust Al the most. Who do I trust
That's
the
right.
least?
Zeb. It's okay to say Zeb. Zeb has killed so many people. Zeb doesn't have a shadow.
I think we know Anthony's answer to this question.
Al loves Zeb.
Love and trust are two different things. I love my wife. I'm not leaving her alone in Barnes & Noble.
That's like my wife at Home Goods.
I think it's Onyx.
Me?
Yes, but not for any reason other than fear.
Dang.
Just fear.
The blows are taken.
But I would also say I think Ensemble's very intrigued by you as well, to be honest. So there's a little
Scared and horny.
Okay. We're gonna do a fun segment. It's gonna be just flash round, just speed round. I'm gonna go hit or get. You're either gonna say yes, they are hot, and you would want to sleep with them or not. Ready?
Is this Smash or
Smash or
Pass?
pass. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Katrina, Namira.
I thought you were just saying
Smash,
Katrina.
smash,
and you're
Namira.
answer. I'm like, that's
wrong answer. Is there anyone?
Why did everyone pass on me?
Other than Al, is there anyone who would not smash Namira? I think Namira is like the universal smash.
I'm going
Easy.
to say.
I'm going to smash Namira. Namira is like, if I could implore any of the fans of this show to make fan art, it is please make fan art of Namira. She's so cool. I can't even take credit for making her.
Was dump on me to my friend.
She's a cool character. She summons a literal horse made of the night to ride. That's badass. That's sick as hell.
Skyrim did first.
My friends like, Al's lame. Y'all want to drink and fuck?
One sibling has to be a smash because the other's a pass.
This one,
How dare you?
this one is for everyone but Alexis. Grandma Letty, smash or pass?
Smash. 100%.
No! That's just because
Al would
JJ's in there,
pass.
though, huh?
Al would pass because he's into the sister. He's into
Like he's
so out
had
of respect.
any morals before this.
Literally.
He did have
Literally.
He had
Where?
morals.
Now,
Show
those
me.
He wasn't gonna go
those
back.
who said
This is something that didn't get talked about in game of his thought process and why he said what he said when Della and Lena were questioning him.
Yeah, I
He
had
never
morals.
actually
I was
came
going to totally abandon my fiance.
this one's
Morals.
for everyone. Smash or pass the collector.
Smash.
Yes, fuck that guy.
Smash.
Fuck that
Who
guy.
said smash?
Not
Fuck
in the
that
fun
guy.
Who
way.
said smash?
No,
You literally just said
Smash.
fuck that guy.
Smash.
Smashing.
Smash.
Smash.
Passion.
Mm-hmm.
Zeb, the
Say the
collector.
wrong thing and then your penis is gone.
I think all of these are pass.
All of them are
I think-
pass.
I think Zeb's a virgin.
It's canon now.
I love
I'm
the
not
idea.
I'm not sure yet, but I think.
I love the idea that Zeb's not a virgin, or not only a virgin, but he's asexual. Like, he has no interest at all.
I think I don't know. I
No.
don't know.
I think what would be interesting is if, like, in game, he actually honestly doesn't know if he's a virgin or not. He really just doesn't know.
Yeah, really drunk. Wait, Zeb doesn't drink. I was gonna say, yeah, really drunk, but Zeb doesn't drink.
Guys, what counts, you know? Like just get like a notebook. Okay, so does this count? Does that count?
Well, yeah, put it in the baseball terminology. That's how Zeb understands it. So we have first base, second base, third base,
Well,
home run.
first base is winking at somebody.
You're gonna make Alexis spit her drink across the room.
Now, Zeb, once you get to 27th base,
Second
you're almost there.
base is a kindly written letter.
What's a grand slam, Zeb?
Grand
The most
slam.
delicious item on Denny's menu.
A grand slam is you get a helmet full of ice cream and you share the spoon, if you know what I mean. And it's actually you're just sharing a spoon because why waste the spoons, you know?
Probably one of the most divisive ones. Thaloran, smash or pass?
Pass.
Smash.
Pass.
Katrina is just horny for all these characters.
Yeah.
Smash.
Total whore. Listen, this is going to be so dirty, and I'm so sorry that I'm speaking this out into the world. Here's the thing with Lauren.
Say it right into the mic, please.
It's
Directly
just
into it.
going to be... You know what? I decided I don't
Nope,
want
nope,
to
it's
anymore.
too late. You
Actually,
gotta.
no,
You
You
started.
gotta.
You can.
Good. You don't have to.
You
You don't.
I
have
am your
to.
daddy, and I say you have to.
Oh, that makes it worse. That's worse now.
Oh, God,
The world's worse because that just happened.
Listen. Any kind of relations that you are going to have with Al's dad is going to be the roughest, most degrading shit you could possibly ask for. And I feel like it'd be just amazing. Like, you're not walking
Preach.
after.
The
I
amount
have,
of
I have
thought,
now changed my
fucking
answer to smash.
the amount of thought you put into that is a little concerning because this was
Well,
supposed
you
to be a
can't,
fun little
'cause he's
game.
dead. So there.
I went to. He's all gross and sick.
Oh, we're talking about Thaloran in his prime. We're talking not like gross sick Thaloran.
No, he's going to
in his
be...
prime?
Oh,
He's going to
okay.
spit in your mouth.
And all
Oh.
this go in your mouth.
Jeez.
But what
That's the
flavor
hope.
is all your answers? It doesn't taste
Same
like.
question, selling away.
Oh, smash.
Pass.
Who is
Stop
that?
asking about my family.
Sunway is
Sam.
Al's mom.
Smash.
Pass.
Smash, yeah.
She's like, oh yeah, as if you needed to think. Everybody is Smash.
Dude, I'm right there with her. I have not said no once.
I'm trying to think of NPCs.
I could go into great detail about how each one would be different. And
I
great.
want to see what Katrina says, so I'm always going to ask this one. The Frenchman.
Smash.
He cut his daughter's
I think that would be a
fingers
smash
off.
for Zeb as well.
The French?
Does the
Play
Frenchman
is
have-
totally up there, buddy.
Does the
Zeb's
Frenchman
a sucker
have
for
that,
a guy with
like,
an accent, you know.
Does he have that like dog fetish that's all the rage right now because of Euphoria?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't
There's
know
a
if I want to know
dog
what you're talking about.
fetish? We need to bleed this.
Oui, mon ami.
So in the new season of Euphoria,
Happy to say I've never watched an episode.
Sydney Sweeney's character is basically an OnlyFans model now, and her boyfriend and her are filming some. She basically is filming being a dog, where she has to act like a dog. So she's got dog ears on, is in a skimpy outfit, you know, that type of stuff, eating from a dog dish, all that stuff. She can only say woof. So all over the internet is her and the boyfriend and him saying, oh, who's been a bad dog. So is that the Frenchman with his whistle?
People are weird, bro.
Oh no. I don't like any of these.
You started this game,
I did, but I
Samson.
really just
You
wanted to
did.
see what people would say, and Katrina's like really going in for it.
It got real deep
Yeah,
real quick.
Deep, real quick. That's what she said.
Yeah, it is.
I think the most important last one, and this is canonically an NPC that exists. This is the last one we're gonna do. This is most canonically an NPC that exists in the Feywilds and in Material Plane is the Queen of Air and Darkness.
Smash.
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 I think everyone agreed. As is consensual, we're all smashing the Queen of Air and Darkness.
I don't think you're
It's
allowed to
pretty
say
much
no.
canon that she's just like, she's the OG goth baddie, right?
She is the OG goth baddie.
That's fair.
She's
All of these people can blow on my mouthpiece.
they can all toot on Ensemble's horn.
That's nasty.
Don't forget to release the spit valve.
Brings a new meaning to
There was a
Woodland.
whole tromboner. They can pull on Ensemble's rusty trombone. Taking a ride on Ensemble's skin flute. Okay, we're done.
This
It's gonna
just
be
writes
really upsetting
itself.
when I just cut this entire game out of it.
Oh no, don't leave it in. We never claimed
That's
to
what she
be
said.
child friendly for this podcast.
True.
No, we did not. We did not claim to be child friendly. I think we need another Alexis question to bring us back into it. Yeah, you have your sheet of questions.
Is a fun one or a not fun
Go
one?
for a series.
I think we need a fun one. Oh,
A serious one? Okay.
We just had too much fun.
Okay, this one. So here's one for Onyx. What line would your character never cross?
Oh, I know the answer.
I think I know.
Children.
Oh man, I don't know.
It's
What
children.
do you guys know
Children.
that I don't?
It's
children.
Children, yeah.
It's
It sounds like
Yeah.
you're trying to convince her.
well, no.
It has to be children, right?
Right?
But think of the children.
Somebody please think
Well,
of the children.
it's like the second line of
Child abuse sparks the turn to
it's the
Nyx,
second line of your
so
backstory
that, is something
it's
that
the-
she
it-
does not
the only-
like.
I don't. Like if you don't remember, that's fine. But like your whole backstory is like Ensemble does not deal with people fucking hitting kids. Not Ensemble.
Yeah,
not
Ensemble.
Ensemble.
You don't deal with that
Onyx.
at all.
Onyx does not. Yeah.
Ensemble's
Yeah.
fine with it.
Kids and I think animals
Kid-
would probably be a line that never
Kids
gets
and
crossed.
animals.
Kids and animals.
So Onyx and Chomp.
Ensemble's fine with it.
Onyx and Chomp should be friends.
Yeah, whatever.
Defender of the crocodiles, the alligators.
Thank you for your correction. That was almost offensive.
It's almost offensive. We never answered this question in game. What's the deal with Chomp's business?
You do.
Or Cloaca.
What you got going on down there, buddy?
A gentleman never tells. You'll have to ask Sal's sister.
Does the curtains match the drapes?
Does Chomp have hair?
I don't.
I don't think Chomp has hair.
No.
You
No.
know what that
As a
actually
demo-
means? You know what that actually means is that Chomp has a little hat that he wears above his because he wears that bowler hat on his head. He's got a little hat that he wears down there too.
Oh gosh.
As a Dibonia, do I have some kind of X-ray vision? Do I know what Chomp has?
Yes, what is it? You decide, since Eric won't say anything.
Why do I have to think about this?
You've had months to think about
I'm gonna
this.
say you've never thought about this.
I've had months where I have not wanted to think about this.
So you admit you thought
you're about
about
to spend the next year on the run with Al's sister, so I think we're going to establish at some point what's going on down there.
Well,
This
in
is-
that
this is
case,
the turning
it's
point where it's
massive.
either you or Samson that makes it.
You have the power.
Just massive, but it's protected by a scaly
Outer shell.
flap.
Oh, so it's an innie.
Yeah, it's an innie, but it's a grower, not a shower. But
Grower,
once
not a
it shows, damn,
A second tail.
you thought his axe was
Instead of a
big.
third leg, he's got
Yeah.
a second tail.
So we've landed on cloaca. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Is that what that answer was? I don't know.
That's what we've landed on. I
I see.
actually wanted to go around because I don't think we've ever established it in an episode. And
What's Zeb's penis?
Thank you.
Oh.
If I have to deal with this, let's go around the table. Everyone describe your genitalia.
And does Zeb know what it looks like?
Zeb's afraid to look down there.
I think he might be.
Is
He's
Zeb
never
a
looked.
never nude?
He just wears the jean shorts all the time.
He's one of dozens.
Zeb's dad tried to have the talk with when he was a kid, and Zeb just went la 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 the whole time.
Joe, in Zeb's voice, can you do "There are dozens of us"?
There are dozens of us.
Something I wanted to talk about because we've never actually mentioned it, and some of you guys have like not standard stuff. What's everyone's like actual class subclass build?
Mine's pretty straightforward. I am a cleric, and I am a twilight cleric.
Chomp, you're up.
Pretty straightforward.
I started off as a berserker barbarian and then changed my mind into wild magic
The
barbarian.
amount of people I've talked to that did not realize that you're a wild magic barbarian right now, they just thought some weird Feywild shit was happening with you is really funny.
Nobody asked, so I didn't tell.
Elixis,
Sorcerer, Spirit Walker.
which is a special New Orleans podcast subclass that we made. Katrina,
A paladin on the Oath of Redemption and an Iltrigger.
what's your subclass for Elrigger?
Painkiller?
Awesome song.
And Zebulon.
Rogue, Inquisitive. Is that right?
And then you are Gunslinger. What's your
Okay.
fighting type for Gunslinger?
And then Gunslinger.
Are you saying you're rogue curious?
So then the Gunslinger is I'd have to pull up the thing.
you took the bullseye
to look
I
at it
think.
again. I took the bullseye, yeah. And then and that's all
That's
so
also
far.
right.
But then I think once I add more levels, then it becomes more kind of detailed.
Yeah. I tried to do it in Beyond for you, but Beyond doesn't like when I try to do things sometimes. Hey, Beyond, let us do weird things in your operating system, please. Thank you. And Rowan, what is Ensemble?
Clockwork Soul Sorcerer and a College of Exuberance Bard.
I don't think anyone out there realized that you have 2 levels of Clockwork Soul Sorcerer.
Yeah, I haven't used much of it, I'll be honest.
I think we're gonna get ready to start wrapping up soon, unless anyone else has any burning questions they want to ask, any life-changing, game-changing questions.
I don't think I have life-changing, game-changing questions. We were talking about the time jump for the next chapter, and you sort of answered the one question I had when you had mentioned it last time we talked about there being a time jump, and you said it's going to be a year, and we can kind of figure out a backstory of that year. I guess my question, Samson, for you regarding this time jump would be, I guess, when we ended episode 15, Dela had summoned, I forget which Baron Morady. And then, like, smoke filled the apartment and the jazz police busted in and we were gone. Is there someplace specific we went to? Because I don't remember that being like said, just that we were gone and that's the end of the episode.
Yes. And I will happily release that now because that'll be one of the first things that we talk about in episode 16, the first episode of chapter 2. He takes you to the spirit realm. The land of in-between passing.
So, like, not the afterlife type of realm, just like in between now and there.
Yes.
Do we see, like, spirits walking around, like non-hangman spirits? Because being in that realm, plus we all have our Grigri bags, like, is that, like, do we just see, like, floating shit? Is it spooky? Do we go to the spooky world?
Yes, this is where we go to the spooky world. Yeah, you see spirits. This is their midway point between moving on and moving back. This is where in episode 10, when Baron Morady, when Samedi comes and takes Dela's mom, it's the midway point before she passes on to whatever is beyond that point.
So it's kind of like a half step into another dimension type of thing, where we're kind of like we were in the apartment, but we weren't in the apartment.
When you come to, you will be in a graveyard.
Okay.
Yes, you will be in a graveyard.
Interesting.
So I'm confused then. So in episode 16, we're going to be in a graveyard with Baron Morady, but a year has passed?
No. That's going to be in the word dump where I tell you what happened immediately following. Yeah.
So at some point we get out and now we're back in the material and then we have to come up with the ensuing year.
Yeah. If you want to know, like, this is like super spoilery, because this is not we're not going to talk about this for a long time, but you actually, when you come and pass through into the in-between portion, not the in-between as in the collector's in-between, but the actual in-between life and death sort of dimensional period that you're in, you are each standing in front of your own gravestone.
It's fucked up.
That's creepy.
What's the date say on mine?
It doesn't have one.
Sick.
TBD.
I don't die.
None of them have them. They're placeholders. This is your eventual.
Does Zebs have one?
This is your eventual. Everyone passes on at some point, and this is the first stop. No matter what your belief system is, this is where you wind up. It just looks
Samson?
It looks differently to everyone depending on what your beliefs were in life.
Samson.
Yes.
If any of us have like a minor illusion, can someone minor illusion an end date on Zebs?
Zeb doesn't have a
look like
shadow.
he died like 3 years ago.
Zeb doesn't have a shadow, bud.
I got you. I'm a wizard now.
Zeb can't die. Zeb is immortal.
Not if this whole thing has just been an after like mirage and you've been dead this whole time.
Oh, it's like Dallas.
As someone who's been to Dallas, being in Dallas feels like you wanted to die a while ago.
Joe meant the show.
I
Dallas.
understand.
I meant the show,
what
Dallas,
he meant. I understand what he meant. I also stand by what I said.
Dallas, the original Lost.
Alexis, hit us with one more fun question before we sign off.
All right. What would your character spend their last dollar on?
I don't know if Chomp knows what dollars.
Chomp doesn't have any dollars.
Well, your last little bit of money. If you had money,
Chomp,
what would you
Chomp
spend your
doesn't
last
have
little bit of
money.
money
He
on?
steals shit.
Chomp steal shit.
Oh, cool. What was the last thing that you would steal if you could only steal one more thing?
The last thing I did steal was all the liquor out of Cold Springs Culver's.
So liquor it is.
If Al only had like a coin or $1 left to his name, and he was just trying to, let's say, get some comfort in that moment, because he's down on his luck, obviously, because he only has $1, I think he would be getting a nice hot cup of tea.
Oh my god.
It all comes back to tea.
Some really good tea. $1?
I think Ensemble would buy bubbles and then pour it in their horns and then blow bubbles.
That's a good
I
answer.
love that actually.
I think Onyx and Nyx would buy a razor. Because they're a little darker. So it'd be like razor. It wouldn't be good.
So they're going to take themselves out.
Yeah,
Fuck.
maybe. Who knows?
The 13th reason why was I only had $1.
That's apparently it. Did we?
Listen,
I can
if
buy
Zeb
this
wasn't
razor.
in that last backstory, it was gonna get so dark. But Zeb was there.
I sprung that on Zeb like the day of that he was going to be in your backstory.
I think Zeb would just put it in his piggy bank and save it for a rainy day.
That's lovely.
What does Zeb's piggy bank look like? 'Cause
I need to know.
It's the piggiest bank. So imagine the piggiest pig in the bankiest bank, and that's the one. And the
Got
only
it.
way you can get money out of it is by smashing it.
I was just about to ask if you have to smash it or if it has like a hole at the bottom.
You do
That's
have to.
fantastic.
This is the only thing that Zeb would choose smash over pass on.
Fantastic.
What about Della? What is she spending her last dollar on?
Well, Della's kind of lame. She would probably just give it to the homeless.
Nice.
Good people.
She's too good for her own good.
Which character do we want me to pick the last dollar for?
JJ.
No.
We had one vote for JJ, one vote for Lena. Who else?
I'll come up with one for JJ if you don't.
you could just do both.
I think that Lena is spending her last dollar on something nice for her sister. I think that Lena is spending her last dollar on something nice for her sister. I think that JJ is spending his last dollar on a lottery ticket. 100%.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
I think that he's spending his last dollar on like a scratcher or something. Just whatever you can.
See, I was gonna say strip club, but I think the lotto ticket. That's good.
Now comes the point in our roll again where someone has to roll a wisdom save. Who has a die handy that they can roll a wisdom save with?
I have several, but I don't want to hog it.
Who hasn't rolled a wisdom save really ever? Katrina, have I ever made you roll one? Have I made everyone roll one? I can roll one. I'll roll one. I don't ever roll them. I always ask one of you guys to do it. And I'm going to use, if I can find it, use this thing.
There you go.
Ooh, that's
What is
fun.
that? Tell us about that.
That looks
By the way,
magnificent.
this is from Masters Dice. They sent a lot of us these fun dice rollers, dice spinners. that I luckily forgot that I had in my drawer until this moment during this. Otherwise, I would have been doing this the whole time. And Anthony hates when we do that because it makes a lot of sound in the mic. But I'm going to roll. Where's the D20? The D20.
It's the one that has
Thank
20
you.
on it.
Thank you for that. I'm going to do it. I don't know if it's going to see it well enough. I'm also holding an angle. I can't do that. I'm going to do it like this.
While that spins, I'm going to make myself a nice glass of Dubby. Dubby, be better.
Oh, I got a 19. That's actually pretty good.
Be better. My mom's been using that slogan on me for years. I didn't know she's sponsored Dubby.
Thank you to all of our sponsors, Dubby, Minva, and Masters Dice, for giving us wonderful things to promote. I actually really like all the products they promote. I don't think every podcast or people that do stuff can actually say that they like all the things that sponsor them. Minva, fantastic tabletop game accessory company, and they also wrote a one-shot that we recorded, Thorns of the Ancient Seal. Go check it out. They are a US-based company that's just a guy and his wife. Ian is a pretty cool dude. We had him on an episode of Roll Again, and he's gonna probably be a guest player in one of the future episodes of Barrier Cities. Dubby just can't stop sending us energy drinks. I think Eric's got like 4 of them.
My 5th one's in the mail. It's okay.
I have 2. I know Anthony's got a bunch. I don't know who else.
I have 3.
They're very tasty. They actually do what they claim to do, which is unlike a lot of energy drinks that I've had in the past, where they actually give you energy, keep you focused, and don't let you crash after you're done with them. I don't feel like garbage after I finish drinking it. And then
if you really like flavor that isn't overwhelming, almost like someone had sucked on that flavor and then spit it into your mouth for you.
Hopefully it's Thorin.
I was going to say, after this conversation, I feel like I'm learning so much.
And then the last company that sponsors us right now is Masters Dice. If you've seen any of Masters Dice's ads with my face in them, I'm so sorry. There was a period where I couldn't scroll anywhere without seeing my face playing with a Masters Dice. This die is actually called the Relic number 1. They have like 3 versions of it, but this is their first relic. They also have actual dice, which are like they have different kinds of metal dice, different kinds of resin dice. They also have a dice tower and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I really enjoy I don't really like dice spinners, and this is the actual only one that I actually enjoy. And I'm not just saying that because they sponsor us. I actually like this one. I don't really like dice spinners a lot. But I got 19. Our wisdom save to end chapter 1. You exercised something rare. You exercised restraint paired with honesty. You didn't just react, you examined, you allowed space between stimulus and response, and in that space you chose deliberately. And that's not easy to do. Most people like to rush to certainty because uncertainty feels like weakness, and you chose not to. You stayed with it long enough to let something deeper surface, but here's where the real wisdom pushes further. Don't mistake this moment for arrival. It's a glimpse of what you're capable of. It's a glimpse of what's to come. It's not a permanent state. The real work is consistency, bringing the same level of awareness into situations when you're tired, emotional, or under pressure, and that's where it usually breaks down. So carry this forward intentionally, build systems around it, pause before responding, question your first reaction, seek perspectives that challenge you rather than confirm you. Wisdom isn't a trait you have, it's a practice you maintain, and right now, you proved you can practice it at a high level. And I feel like that's like kind of perfect for the end of chapter 1, in that this did not wind up anywhere where I thought it would. This has been such a growth period for all of us, I feel like, playing this game. I love playing this game with you guys every other week when we record. It is absolutely the highlight of whatever week we're recording. It is so fun for me to get to fuck all of your shit up all the time. It's also fun for me when you fuck all of my shit up. It's really fun. I've loved that we're closer friends than we were when we first started. I love that all of you are now friends because you were all my friends, and then I made you play a game together, and now you're all each other's friends, which is fun for me as well. That's been the Roll Again for Chapter 1. I'm excited for Chapter 2. We have a whole summer worth of extras that are going to come out, such as a Space Cowboy miniseries. We're going to play in the Feywilds on a baking show. We're going to do something where I dress in drag, and that's fun for me because I've never done that before, but hey, why not? I'm going to have a pink glitter beard, so that's cool. And yeah, very excited for Chapter 2. See you guys all next time. This has been Roll Again for Chapter 1. Bye-bye!
Bye.